Okay, so welcome to the second part of the strength training routine. So we're going to focus on firstly setting up our first three exercises. So we're looking at a mid-row. Now the muscles we're going to be looking to work this time are going to be through the middle of the back and also the biceps as well. Okay, so mid-row we're going to superset straight into some push-ups. Yet again, working on those push-ups on our Smith machine. Okay, and then finishing off with some lunges, which is going to focus on our glute, our hamstring, and the front of our leg as well. So let's get into it. Okay, so holding the core on, making sure he's squeezing the shoulder blades back together, not using any bouncing through the movement, and just pulling straight in. Chin's tucked in as well, stomach's nice and flat, knees are slightly bent, and we're aiming to do that maximum until those upper shoulders start to really take over the movement. So looking for around that 20 mark. Don't be afraid to do more than 20. If you're doing much more than 20, you're still finding that you're not getting too much of a workout, you do need to put the weight up, okay? Can't stress that anymore. You'll start to see when Dave's shoulders start to get a little bit tired, they start to pop up a little bit, as you're seeing at the moment. So that's probably getting a little bit heavy for him at the moment. Try and hold those shoulders down. Now he's starting to switch it off. So that's the good moment when you showed him just there, where the body was taking over. So he's just doing that for demonstration purposes, which is excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So straight away, straight into the next exercise. No messing around. We're going to switch into the push-ups. Excellent. Let's just go down one on that bar. So let's just say it's a little bit easy. Halfway through the workout, finding it way too easy. We're going to slip it straight down. That's as low as we can go on the Smith machine. The next position is obviously to get him onto the floor and doing some normal straight up and down push-ups. What you'll find is in these 3-set sort of fat burn supersetting workouts, you'll find that form will start to take over. So we're better off just pushing hard. You can see Dave starting to push it out now, starting to breathe heavy. These muscles here are going to be the triceps, working the back as well, and also through the chest and through the top of the shoulder joint, the deltoids. Just going to go back. Just push back a little bit, mate. Yep. Okay, that's good. So we're going to do some backward lunges now. This is so starting right in that position there. That's great, and straight down. Now the front of the leg is the one that's doing all the movement here. We're looking for the right glute to be doing the movement, to be getting the exercise, and we're also looking for the ankle, the front ankle, to be pushing through the heels at all times, which is going to help that glute to really become activated and enjoy the benefits of the butt actually working. If you ever feel like you're not working your butt, it's probably because you're not. It's very, very difficult muscle to focus on, so you really got to learn to squeeze your butt together, using the $1 bill, or trying to squeeze a nut between the butt cheeks, if you like. That'll really start to get those glutes actually working and really start to stabilize the pelvis and get a great workout through happening. So we're going to look to do 20 each side of the body for these, switching sides when you get to the 20, and just do a couple more for the group. So after he finishes this little set, he's going to have a little break, looking at between 1.5 minutes and 2 minutes. Your goal is by the end of the 4 weeks is to have this setting the time between sets down to 1 minute and 30 seconds, no more. Okay, and if you can get lower, fantastic. You're only going to get your goals even quicker. Excellent. And have a little break, 1.5 minutes now, and we'll move back into the same exercises. Okay, so next exercise in our little superset is the incline chest press. Now, I've made this video based around a gym environment. Today we're actually filming from a studio, so we don't actually have a incline chest press machine. So we're going to use the Smith machine, and this is a good option for you as well if the incline chest press machine is actually unavailable at your gym. You can also use the Smith machine. This is the same machine we've been utilising for our push-ups and our face pulls and whatnot, so you should be familiar with it. We need to get a nice incline position happening, which we have at the back over here. The next exercise is we're going to jump into some squats, some dumbbell squats with some bicep curls. And our final exercise is going to be on the mat into some leg lowers. So we're going to basically start off by working the chest area, shoulders, the back of the arms, into the butt, legs and core, and we're going to finish off with some core in this little 3 exercises that we're going to do. So let's get into them. Okay, taking a nice flat position. Making sure the spine's back. Going to activate and push through the chest muscles, through the back of the arms. No holding at the top, straight in and straight back down. Start to focus on our breathing through these exercises a little bit more now as well. So on the way down, taking a nice slow deep breath, breathing out on the way up. Nice and slow, breathing out, exploding up. That's great. A good count to use is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on the way up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Excellent. As the weight gets heavier, we can start to make those counts a little bit different. Next exercise is the dumbbell squats with the bicep curls and up. Good. Excellent. Making sure he's pushing through his heels yet again, squeezing his butt cheeks, holding that $100 bill between, which really forces the focus on the glutes rather than the front of the legs, which can obviously hinder the knees a little bit as well. Using the biceps as well helps to really involve the core because we're actually lifting a bit of weight, so he has to really draw in through his pelvis, stop that pee for the ladies, or enter cold water for the men, which is how we activate the pelvis. Squeeze the butt cheeks together and keep driving it up, going all the way up to 20 or more if you're finding it quite easy. Those are 5 kilo dumbbells in each side of his hand. Lucky last one is the leg lowers. Okay, at your own pace is the key. Making sure that your lumbar spine or your erector spinae, for those that would like to look on Google Images what the erector spinae is. It's the little ropey muscle either side of the spine. That's the one you want to make sure is not activated. The way you do that is by tilting the pelvis forward. Any pain, any pulling pain throughout the pelvis through this exercise, don't pull your leg down as far, okay? Hold that leg, don't let it go down quite as far if you're feeling it through your back, okay? That's the key. Just one leg at a time to get started. If done correctly, you should feel this quite intently through the pelvis. In between sets, it's always good to continue doing the stretches that we talked about. You've got a full 1.5-minute break, so either grab yourself a drink or make sure you do some stretches. Never enough time to do stretches, and definitely to be fueling that the body up full of water. Looking for around 10 each side on this one, and that should just about do us. We'll see you at the next set. Okay, so here we are, third exercise of the day. We're going to start with a one-arm dumbbell row, focusing on in and around that back and also our bicep position as well, getting the muscles in. We're going to go straight from there over to the lat pull down. Lat pull down is the one we're going to work on the big lat muscles around the corner around here. Get some nice shape happening, help to tighten that back up. For the ladies, it helps to bring the flab around that sort of area under there nice and tight, and for the guys, same sort of thing as well. We're going to finish with some Supermans, which are a small isolated exercise which Dave's going to take us through. So to start with, some one-arm dumbbells. Let's get into them. So noticing that nice flat back position, the elbow is going up at a 45-degree angle to the body. The weight, as you can see, is up at a 10 kilo weight now. Still a little bit heavier in this exercise. It is a little bit easier to have a heavier weight. But you can really focus on the core, really drive it in, make sure the back's nice and flat, Dave. And that's perfect, that's much better. Making sure his upper trap's nice and soft. He's really focusing on getting those shoulder blades back together, and one leg at a time. So a little bit of an advancement on this exercise is you can actually take your left leg off the bench and hold it straight out, which puts a bit of extra work through the core. This is for the more advanced, just to show you a little bit of variation that we can have on our exercises. Okay, next one's over into the lat pull downs. We're going to take a wide grip with these ones. Take a nice wide grip, but still a front hand over grip. The close grip actually works the bicep a little bit more. This one here, we're actually looking to target a bit more of a wider lat position and helping to get those shoulder blades together at the back as well. So you can see he's not overstraining, he's not pulling that weight all the way down anywhere near past his chin. It's a very key point is some people just do one for me, Dave, bring it right down to your chest. It actually involves different muscle groups, as you can see through the shoulders now. We just want to go straight down to the chin, boom, and straight back up, trying to focus on getting those shoulder blades together and really focusing on some really good form. So yet again, aiming for above that 20. If you push the weight too high, that's fine. Do your set until your body can't do any more. Drop the weight down and keep going. Get to your higher end rep. Write it down. Remember the information that you've actually got out of the set and continue. So the lat pull down's a really good exercise. Again, working those biceps, but also working the wider lat muscles as well. Finally, in the set is the Superman's, a bit more of an isolated exercise. So after we've got the heart rate up, this is a way to still continue to work on those good muscle groups. It's going to help Dave to hit one of his postural goals and to help him keep in a good position. It's nice and it's reasonably easy, but also still a little bit tough as well at the same time. So Superman's right the way out the front. He's focusing his best to try and keep his shoulder blade down in a downward position, and he's going to keep them really slow at a really gentle pace and really drive them all the way to the front. It's nice to have that little yoga head position there, the little yoga block to put the head into a much nicer position as he pushes forward and drives the shoulder blades back, aiming for that big squeeze in between the shoulder blades, and out he goes. Minute and a half rest, and we'll start the sequence again. Excellent work. So, our final two exercises of the day, which for those that don't have the time, it's fine to actually cut these ones out because we have been focusing on the core through the other exercises. However, it's okay if you. I know how much people love to do their core as well right at the end of the workout. So we're going to start off with a football crunch because I know how much people also want to feel that. This is the best way to activate transverse and still work the famous six-pack muscles as well. Aiming up towards the ceiling, focusing on towards the ceiling rather than trying to lean forward. Okay, we're looking to go straight up. You find this a little bit more challenging. Make sure the ball's reasonably pumped up, and you've got a nice sturdy position with the feet as well. Make sure that the feet are firmly planted on the ground, and we're focusing on up. Okay, aim for the 15 to 20. Have a rest, and we're going to go straight into some side planks as a superset with the core as well. Okay, into some side crunches. Okay, so with that superset, the second exercise is the side plank. Starting in a nice position like that, elbow flat under the body, and up we go. That's great. For a little bit extra, you can actually place the right hand up into the air, up like so. But you can see it is quite challenging, so for those that are just beginner, you can just place it down by your side. Holding this one here for anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. Write down and record your time, and down you go, Dave. And from now we then go straight back, have a little bit of a rest, around about the minute to minute and a half, then straight back into the football crunches onto the ball. For those that really want to do some extra, we can also do some bicep and tricep work, although I'm not going to show you in this video, but those are the other two exercises that really want to do the extra muscles, but just be remembering that we've worked those muscles on every other exercise. Thanks for joining us on Workout 2, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.